Right, so here we are. Welcome back to the channel. We're doing a new series, which is like just basic things on how to fix a bike mainly. So the first one we're going to do is how to fix a tyre puncture, which as you can see, that is dead flat. So I'll show you the equipment first. Alright, so here's the equipment that you need. You need a pump, which mine is a big one, but you can use a hand pump as well. And you've got an inner tube, which is important. Then a tyre lever, which is also very important. Obviously mine's in my box, but it doesn't really matter. So step one is to unscrew that thing, which this is really rusty, so it's hard to do. Then you get to the other side and take this thing out, which is working towards taking your wheel off. There are some other types of bike things, but I don't know how to do that. I'm not as good at bike stuff as you think. So now we've got the wheel off, we just need to move the bike off the wheel. Which is just simple as just clicking it out. So now you've got a bike with just your suspension on and a wheel. And these bits, which is important that you don't lose. And yeah, that's step one. Step two is using your tyre lever and to take the tyre off the wheel that you've used. You also take this off there, because just here. And you stick both of them in, and you sort of wrestle the tyre off at this point to where your broken inner tube popped in the tube. And then you sort of seam it along there. So you sort of move them along and around the tyre before you manage to get it off. Right, now you take this out. Just take that out. And remember to take the inner tube out from all around there. No. Remember to have your other inner tube at the ready, because this is the bit where that comes in. If you have two punctures, which I'm sure you will, or you're replacing tyres, which I did recently with my other bike, well, ages ago and all that, but yeah, got a bit more work. And then you just take this through there. Then your broken inner tube's out. Now all you have to do is put that one in there. So with the new one, you have this bit on, which you take off. Don't lose it, important. Then you also have this bit, which I'm screwing off now, which is also important you don't lose. If you lose them, obviously you have the old one from the other one, but it's best to just have the new one in. So you keep those two pieces safe, not losing. And you have this thing, this place, which you find the place where the old bit was, here. You wrestle that open, and then pop that in there and pop it out, and your inner tube is ready to go in. I'm going to put that in first. So you literally just put the inner tube around there. I'll see when I'm done. So you've now got your inner tube in, which you can see in here. And there's no real way to put it in, you just shove it in kind of. And now, hoping you haven't lost this screw, put it on there and screw it on until it reaches the bottom. And then you just use the tyre levers to put the tyre back on, and then you pump it up with your pump and then put that back on afterwards, which I'll show you how to do in a second after this is done, 10 years later. Then you still got your two trusty tyre levers and you just use them to put it back on. Right, so the best way to do this is to like stick your fingers in there and then like push it in to the center of it all the way around, and the annoying bits should just pop in. And then all you have to do is pump it up. So most pumps have like that there, which is a Schrader, but the way to deal with it is you just unscrew that and then turn it around. As simple as that. So I'm doing Schrader, so I have it on Schrader. And then to put it on, all you do is just like stick it on there and then open that until it's like that. And now that's ready to be pumped up. And now it's literally as simple as pumping. That'll see you in quite a few hours. Right, so you're just waiting for a ping noise, which I've already done, and I just wasn't recording, so it was just so annoying. But waiting for a ping noise, and then you stop, let a bit of air out up to 25 psi, and then you're sorted. And all you need to do is put that back on. Well, not back on because it's a new inner tube, but grab your pump and then just put the wheel on. Alright, so putting a tyre on, so easy. I'm pretty sure most of you hopefully will have disc brakes, so you just look at the side of the brake, which is on that, and then you look at the side of the disc. Just even it out and let the wheel slide in there. Then we're almost done, but then you find this, which hopefully you haven't lost, hopefully, and you just stick that in there, and then on the other side. So with this you want it to be just not too loose. Like if you feel that it's kind of easy, don't. You probably want it a bit tighter, but you want it just on the verge of starting to be tight. If you can't do it, you've done it too tight. And now you've fixed the puncture. Well done.